Okay, so here we are with Carolyn up at Thetford, and pitching, is that the problem?
Pitching is the problem, yes.
And what's wrong with the pitching?
I don't feel I can judge the weight on the shot.
Okay,
So it's the weight compared to the distance. if
okay.
you see what I mean.
Yeah. So controlling where to land it, what to do after. Okay, let's get a video from face on so we can have a look, and then we can go through the 7 principles. Okay, so that's a great example of it going wrong because you've hit the floor well back there, and a lot of that, some of that comes from technique, but a lot of it comes from the 7 principles. Let's see you hit one more. Okay, that was slightly better. So what we're going to do, we'll do a bit of work on it, and then we'll film bits and bobs, and then we'll film it at the end, and hopefully we see a difference. Okay? So we've gone through the 7 principles, and they are what we believe you need in order to be fairly successful at chipping, pitching and bunkers. They're all very similar. There's a few differences, certainly obviously when we get in a bunker, but how we're going to get sand is very, very important. And certainly looking at yours then, you were very wide and you were almost leaning back, which a lot of golfers do get. I think that's because certainly on a pitch shot, you almost feel you're trying to lift the ball to get it up in there, which actually we don't want to do. If I was to hit this in there, it would go in there lower than what you think, but because we hit it properly, the ball does check and spin and things like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through the first 3 with you now for you to practice, get them in there. So that's more to do with the initial setup before we work on how we go back and through things like that, okay? So the first one is pressure. Pressure is on this left-hand side. You are very neutral, like very neutral, and a wide stance. So if you're too wide, it's very hard to get over. Okay, and then it's also quite easy to move back. So if I was going to hit this shot here, what club we got here? Okay, just a little wedge. If I was going to hit this, you see how I'm coming in, but I'm there. So I feel like I'm about to start a running race. So I'm ready to go in that direction, whereas you're not ready to go in any direction. Hence why we got 1 clean, 2 very heavy, 3rd one a little bit heavy. There was no consistency. So when you come in, we want the ball left of centre, and I want you to feel we do lean. So if you look here, you can see how my hip is outside my knee. Yep. See here? That's outside my knee, and the knee's almost outside the foot. So the lower half of me is leaning that way. So I've got the pressure set here. Yep. I would say that in short game, that's the first thing that golfers just get wrong. Bunkers especially is where golfers are terrible at. But from here, you've got to get this way. Now the second one is tilt. Now tilt is to do with our shoulders. So if I got you here, again this would happen because again you're trying to get under, you want to pop the ball up, and we don't want that. So I want you to feel you're doing a shoulder barge. You know, the game, that's it, that's much better, like that, that's really good. So you're leaning into someone, that's it, get out of my way, shoulder barge. So I want you to feel the left shoulder's down, but as you can see, it's not. But what we don't want is to be up. Up means, you know, please don't hit me, I want to move away from the ball. And the third one, which is really important, is where your hands are. Everyone gets this wrong. So if I come into here and I lean, and I just let my hands hang and I put them together, they're under my heart. So some people say you've got to have them in the middle of your hair, some people thought, it's just let them hang. That's where you naturally want to be, okay? Again, so everything for you was a bit too far back, which is why you are going to catch the floor a lot, and when you're aware of that, you are going to miss the floor, catch the ball, and that's as where you said earlier, your distance control comes from. You're not there. So when you come in this time, and we have got quite a tight lie, so it's harder, pressure, so feel the hips outside the knee, yeah? And then you're going to feel your shoulder barging, get your hands into position. I just want you to maintain that position while you hit the shot. Let's have a look. So come in first of all. So do feel as if you are running towards that's okay. So right, there you go. Immediately, that's a huge difference. So your hips outside, so good, but your shoulder, that's up. So shoulder bar, that, okay, good. Can you feel the difference there? Okay. See, now I feel you're into the shot that way. So now keep over, now have a go at hitting into the ball forwards. Okay, so without going into the other 4, the first 3 principles, you've just clipped it beautifully. I might even say we're going to stop there because that was magical. Let's see you hit another one again. So the one you got wrong was number 2, the tilt. Yeah. As I said, people come there, they lean back.
Yeah, it just feels
odd.
Weird for the first
Absolutely, yeah. So lean into it. So run towards the target or almost. Shoulder, that's better there. Hands are hanging nicely, have a go. Well, that's 2 out of 2, that's absolutely beautiful. Good. Okay, we're gonna let you have a practice and then we'll come back and go through the other 4.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, that looks a lot better, Carolyn, and as you've just said, the shoulder is the hard bit, and it's feeling it's into it. We just don't want it up like that. So it's never, and if you do keep down, then we have a problem, and we're going to have to stop you from doing that. But well done for noticing that is the hard bit, because everyone's just used to, you see, because it changes the hip and everything. So we just got to feel that, you know, you're barging forwards, but as you can, I can't see that might still be a tad higher because of how we hold it. I just don't want you to accentuate the level of the upness of the left shoulder. Okay, so in this position here, which is going to be the easy bit, next, number 4 is pivot. This is key. Pivot means we pivot around this spot. We're not, as soon as you go back a fraction, it will go. The chances of failure increase exactly like that. So when you come in this time, and you can do it nice and slowly, is that we're just going to pivot. Actually, I'm going to make you stop, okay? So I'm going to make you stop, so watch this. So this is a really good way to do it. So you come in, as we go back slowly, you stop there. See how you see on pressure here? You're going to hold it there till we're happy, and then you're just going to rotate through in here. I don't care if you top it, fat it, duff it, it doesn't matter. What this is about is giving you the feeling for how much pressure you have here. You can see I'm still over that ball. And if I move it off a tiny bit, I can feel my middle's there. And I've only moved a fraction, whereas now I've got a chance. So let's do the backswing. So feel your shoulder barging. You're doing a running race to begin with. I would pop down the grip a tiny bit as well, just to make that. There we go, that's it. Okay, so now just swing back and stop. Hold it there. Can you feel the pressure on that leg? Yeah. Okay, that's really important that you feel that. Just now swing through again. Okay, right. I've just seen something that I'm going to come in. We're going to do number 5 with you straight away. So your set position is way too narrow. So what I mean by that, when you set, you do what a lot of golfers do. This arm just bends. Okay. So when it bends, see the height of that club? I have no room. From there, you have to throw it down, and you're in the luck of the gods to whether you hit it or not. So what we do is the right hand, we set this position here. So if I was going to hit that with one hand, I would be about there. So this right hand's at that position because that's the only way it can, exactly, yeah. So what you do, you go back and you hinge it up like this. So from there, I can't hit that ball. Okay. There's not enough pressure on it. So we're going to go back, and I'll get you to do it one-handed and we'll set it. But what you'll notice is look how wide it is here. Yeah, you were here, I'm back there. So I'll set in the right position. I'm going to get you to this first of all, get to there, then I can put my hand on, okay? So we see where that hand gets to. Yeah, this is going to be odd for you, this I feel. So just address the ball. Right, take your left hand off. Other left. Well done. Right, now do the backswing one-handed and stop into a position where you can hit that ball. Okay, hold it there. Can you see that hand angle now? The hand's on top. Yep. I'm just going to move your hand. You hinged it that way every time. Okay. One hand, you're there. Because from there, as you come down, that's strong enough to strike it, isn't it? Yep. Okay, so let's do that again. One-handed. Okay, hold it there. Can you see how wide this now is? Yeah. We'll see it on camera when we look at this, there's a big difference. So, what I want you to do now, the left hand is there for guidance. The right hand, you're going to control it. As you turn back with your body, feel the right hand controls it and stop for me so we can see where you are. Hold it there. Okay, so already look how much more bent the right arm is. Now it has to be bent because of the left, but you might have swung too far. But if you use your body, you'll easily hit it that 30, 40 yards you're after. So let's have another go. So set it back, just a little half swing. Hold it there, good. Now just turn through and hit. Okay, doesn't matter because everything was pivot. And again, so do the backswing and stop. Hold it. No, start. Okay, that arm collapsed. Okay. I am going to stop you. And again, yeah. So when you stop, this is just a drill. It doesn't matter how bad you hit it. So turn back, stop and stretch the right arm. Start again. So as you go back, you must stretch this right arm. We're setting it. Now swing through. So you're going to stop. Yep. So stretch and stop. Hold it there. Now swing through. Okay, doing this properly, if you pivot properly and do the stretch, I'd expect that to happen where you catch it clean because we've shallowed out the path a bit. Okay, have another go. Oops. So do the first bit and stop. So stretch back and stop. So pivot on the left while you stretch back and stop. Hold it there, then turn through. Okay, good. I'm going to leave you to practice this, and when you practice, I want you to stop. Okay, then we're going to come back and have a look, all right? Okay, so you caught that clean. How have the majority of them been?
Cleaner than that.
Okay, so clear. So the right arm is still a bit bent. Watch this. So what we got to do is obviously piece this all together is quite tricky. And so when you practice this, as of now, it doesn't matter how the ball goes. What matters is you've focused on the movement, and we've practiced the strike will pick up. So already this is a lot better. Okay, so the shoulder isn't like that, you're leaning into it. As soon as you go back, that's when it goes wrong, because we almost have a huge hinge and you bend this right arm. You need to feel you stretch a bit. Okay, from there, all you're going to do is while I want you to stop, you're then going to rotate, and you can see this triangle. Okay, that's 6 and 7 of the 7 principles. Once we get set, we're going to stop. You use your body to rotate, but you maintain the triangle. You get to here and you end like this. See how bent I am? There is no extension. You need to have extension. So again, so if I'll hit this, it doesn't matter if you top it. You go back, you can see how wide I am here? So I'm wide there, look at the ball, take your time, go back. I've struck that quite nice actually, but you can see my triangle here. Okay, and that is so important. Is the ball didn't go high. But once I set this angle here, I just rotate through and maintain the triangle. Let me see you do that without a ball.
It's easier without a ball.
Much easier. I love playing golf without a ball. I break the course record every time. So that's good. So now stretch back and stop. We're going to stop you. Hold it there. Now use your, so you hold, this now holds. You don't change this. You hold the angle in your right hand because you can feel it. Rotate through and maintain the triangle. Okay, good, but the triangle's not up there. It should end here. This is only a short shot. So do the backswing and stop, hold it there. Right, turn through. Lovely. Now that too feels really wide now, doesn't it? Okay, good, because we were very narrow and coming down sharply. Hold it there, turn through. Okay, too high again. You don't need to go that far. This is going to hit it all that distance. You won't have to worry. Stretch, stop, turn. Okay, let's hit one on the ball, but you're going to stop. I know you're not very good at that and you're disobeying me. I've noticed that. We need you to stop. So turn back and stop, because if you're wrong, I'm going to say start again. You need to stretch on this first bit. How you set it, oh, that's lovely. Now turn. Hold it there. Okay, look at your arms. Okay, for you, they were good, but they were still very bent. And that's why I topped it, because if you bend, you're bent here, you've lifted the club up. Okay, but the backswing for you was fairly good. So stretch, stop, turn. And practicing this and stopping is the only way you'll really get the 7 principles in there. Hold it, turn. Okay, let's have a go. So again, if I say stop for some reason, so you're going to stop on the way back so I can see the first bit. So set it wide, hold it there, turn. Oh, Lord, the pose afterwards. So do you see the difference of how much wider you are? That's what I need you to practice. Keep going.